Hello and welcome to another video with me, Rauchenwald. Now, I recently published a video that shows you how you can mine USDT for free using StormGain, or to be more precisely, how you can mine Bitcoin for free using StormGain but get paid in USDT. And after I published this video, I saw in the comments that there's still some confusion as to how it works, why or how you actually are mining your USDT balance and how you can then use it so to be actually able to withdraw it ideally to your crypto wallet. Now that's the reason why I decided to record this video, so this is a follow-up. If you haven't watched my original video, I recommend that you start there, and I'm going to put it in the card up here. If you already watched that video and you're already mining on StormGain and you're just curious what you can actually do once you reach the minimum balance of 10 USDT, then just keep watching this video. Now, first things first, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm seeing. And as you'll notice, I crossed the minimum amount of 10 USDT, which is also mentioned here, minimum amount 10 USDT, and therefore I'm now able to withdraw. Now, one thing first, you're only able to withdraw while you're not actively mining. So if I would click on activate now, then I would need to wait another 4 hours for the mining session to end before I would be able to withdraw. So before the price changes, I'm just going to click on withdraw here. Now you see here that it mentions that the withdrawal is now in progress and that it will take 5 minutes to 2 hours before it actually show up. But as you can see in our case here right now, it actually didn't even take a minute for the balance to update. Now I already withdrew yesterday something around $30-something. If you jump back 10 or 20 seconds in the video, you can see the old balance, and now the funds that I withdrew are added here, which means I can actually start the next mining session by clicking activate. Now before we jump into what you can do with those bonus USDT and how you can actually hopefully turn them into USDT that you're able to withdraw, I want to quickly answer a few questions that I've seen over and over again about the mining itself. One of the biggest misconceptions that I want to clear up with is some users that started mining, maybe on one day they have a balance of 4 USDT and then the next day they log in and they see that it's less and they are then screaming it's a scam or something like that. However, it's nothing like that. They simply don't understand how it works, because you are using StormGain to mine Bitcoin, but you are actually seeing your balance in USDT. So until the moment where you withdraw your USDT balance, which is an actual USDT, so which we just did in the video, you are actually having or looking at a Bitcoin balance, which means when the price of Bitcoin goes up, the value in USDT that you see on your phone or on your computer will also go up. However, if the value of Bitcoin goes down, it's possible that on one day you see $5 and then an hour later or a day later you see $3 because Bitcoin dropped in value, which means the Bitcoin that you already mined for free using StormGain also dropped in value. And I think that's the most crucial thing to understand here. So while you see the balance in USDT, until the moment you withdraw it into your USDT bonus balance, you're actually looking at a Bitcoin balance, and therefore the value in USDT will go up and down depending on how the price of Bitcoin develops on the market. Now, besides that, there have been claims that there's no Bitcoin mining going on and so on. And honestly, I don't care about that. So I don't care if StormGain actually has Bitcoin miners running in the background, or if this is just some software feature where they simulate mining and credit you those bonus USDT. The fact still is, you receive USDT that you can use for trading, and when you turn them into a profit, so you cannot withdraw those bonus USDT directly, but once you use them to trade and make a profit, you will be able to withdraw those bonus funds. Additionally to that, StormGain, like any other platform, has obviously some withdrawal requirements, so minimum withdrawal amounts, potential withdrawal fees, and so on, which I'm not going to mention specifically in this video because they might change over time, and so you will have to look them up on the StormGain website yourself when you're about to withdraw. So does that mean that StormGain is some kind of scam that just tries to lure you on their website and maybe tries to get you to deposit funds and so on, because there's no way that you can actually withdraw those USDT that you receive for pressing a button every 4 hours? The answer to that is no. People that call StormGain a scam or so, or that complain about withdrawal fees, are simply too short-sighted. Let's for a second assume that the minimum withdrawal amount for StormGain is 100 USDT or US dollars. Now that would mean if you just wait until you reach 10 USDT and then try to trade and withdraw, well, you would have to get quite lucky in order to be able to reach 100 USDT and then withdraw. However, if you're patient and you would use StormGain for a couple of weeks or potentially a couple of months until you reach a higher amount of USDT that you can use for trading, well, then it also becomes more likely that you are able to make profitable trades and in the end reach the minimum withdrawal amount. So just like with many other things in life, the people that are impatient and want to get rich quick and have money right now or so are the ones that likely will never see a dollar from StormGain, and the people that see it for what it is, a great way to get a couple USDT every month for free, then use them for trading, and if you got it right, actually withdraw them. So it's basically money that you can earn with a little effort if you have the patience. Those people will actually benefit from the offer of StormGain. Another very frequent question that I saw on my previous video is how much can you actually earn with StormGain? And the answer to that is it varies. First of all, the amount of Bitcoin that you receive for mining depends on how many other users are currently active on the StormGain platform and are mining, and obviously it depends also on the current Bitcoin price. So you might need to reach more in Bitcoin to reach the 10 USDT minimum withdrawal amount if the Bitcoin price is lower. If the Bitcoin price increases, it might go faster for you to reach a $10 USDT equivalent. In addition to that, it also depends on how good you are with making your trading decisions. So if you are better or you get lucky and you place your purchase orders for Bitcoin with your free bonus USDT at the right time, you might turn 10 USDT in as much as a couple hundred USDT that you can withdraw. If you are, however, not as skilled or you just have bad luck in quotes, well, you might be able to reach the $10 minimum amount to withdraw into your bonus balance a couple of times, but then every time you place a trade, you get it wrong and you lose the bonus money again. So you might do this for a year and never be able to withdraw. In the end, however, the point still is you can do that without investing any kind of money. So you don't have to deposit anything. You just have to sign up, which you can, by the way, do by using the link in the description down below. And once you've signed up successfully, you will be able to simply every 4 hours press the activate button in the miner and you will earn small increments of Bitcoin for free. However, to make sure everyone understands it fully, again, you don't receive the money directly, so you're not able to withdraw it directly. First of all, you have to keep mining until you reach a minimum balance worth 10 USDT or more. And then you can, in quotes, withdraw it from the miner into your USDT bonus balance. And you can use that balance to place trades, so to buy Bitcoin on StormGain. And then if you're right, which means the price of Bitcoin, for example, goes up, you will basically be able to withdraw the profits as soon as you reach the minimum withdrawal amounts that are set out by StormGain. Now with that, let's go back to the StormGain website and look at the trading itself. So first of all, as we can see, I now have a 46.19 USDT bonus balance, and with that I can go to the trading section. And once we're here, that's also the point where I have to point out that everything I'm showing you in this video is not financial advice. It's simply how I'm doing things and my personal opinion. You obviously, doesn't matter if you're trading with bonus balance or with your own money, have to make your own decision. So don't make decisions based on what you hear in this video alone, but think about how you would do it yourself and make your own choices. Now that we've got that out of the way, we can see that we're currently looking again at Bitcoin USDT, so the exchange rate from Bitcoin to USDT on the 1-day time frame, which means every candle that you can see here, so every green or red block here, represents one entire day. And that view, however, will not really make us happy, because when we place trades, we can see on the right how we could do that. First of all, we can see our bonus balance. Second of all, we can pick the amount we want to invest into one single trade with a minimum position size of 10 USDT. So if you lose some money in trading and then you have 9 point something USDT left, you would first have to go to the miner again and mine until you reach another 10 USDT so that your balance here is above 10 USDT to open another position. Or alternatively, you would need to deposit your own money, which you have to think about if it's worth it yourself. If you start losing a lot of the bonus money that you receive, well, then it's probably not the smartest idea to deposit your own money on top of it. However, as said, that's just my opinion. You have to make your own choices. And below the trade amount section, we can see the leverage section. And here the issue is that basically you are forced to use leverage. So you cannot just buy Bitcoin one-to-one, but you have to use a leverage of minimum 5. Now that brings an upside and potential risks. The potential upside is when you invest 10 USDT with a leverage of 5, you are actually not trading with 10 USDT, but with 50, which means if the Bitcoin price increases 10%, you actually make 50% profit instead of just 10%. On the other hand, the downside here is if the price is going down instead of up, there is a point where basically the drop in price will eat up whichever amount you traded or added to your position, and therefore you lose that balance. And last but not least, theoretically, there's slim chance that the price moves very fast, which means that basically the position doesn't close in time, which means you could technically lose more than what you invested, and you should be aware of that. So that would mean that you technically could end up with a negative balance in your StormGain account. But again, you have to make your own choices here. I'm just sharing my opinion. This is not financial advice. Now back to StormGain. As we can see, besides the leverage, we can also define take profit and stop loss levels. So that would be price targets or percentage targets where our position would be automatically closed. Now since we are however trading with bonus USDT, I personally would not or will not use the stop loss feature, but I could use the take profit feature and say, like, once we have a, I don't know, like 30% profit or 50% profit, I'm going to or have the position automatically closed. This way I don't have to monitor the position, because when the price goes against my position, again, it closes automatically, and however, there is the slim chance that it doesn't close at a total loss, but actually causes a negative balance if I risk all the bonus USDT at once. On the other hand, I know that if the price reaches my 30% profit target, it would automatically close the position as well. Now, if the price then keeps going up, I missed out on some profit, but if the price then starts falling, it means that I already took my profit. And again, the profit that you make with your positions is the money that you are able to withdraw. Which brings us to the important question about how can you make the right decision here, like how can you decide when and what to do. And again, here I'm just going to share my opinion, and you will have to make up your own mind and your own decisions. Personally, as a popular investor on a trading platform called eToro, I'm actually following or using something called the Elliott Wave principle or Elliott Wave theory to decide when I enter the market in cryptocurrency, stocks, and other assets as well. And it served me well in the past. So basically, using Elliott Wave theory, I figure out when it's a good time to buy or sell a certain asset. Now within StormGain, we are not able to sell. As we can see on the screen, the sell button is not available, it's grayed out. So we can only buy, and we would have to find the right moment to do so. Now on the screen here, on the small chart within StormGain, that might not be an easy feat to accomplish. That's why I personally use additional tools. Now I'm using a software called MotiveWave, which is like an advanced tool that costs $160 per month with all the features included. But you can also just use the website tradingview.com. There, look for Bitcoin and open the chart to basically get an idea of how things are currently moving and find the better or best trading entry. Now, I'm not going to teach you Elliott Wave theory in this video, but I want to focus on a few basic strategies that might help you make better decisions. First of all, one thing that's very common when we look at certain charts or assets is something called support and resistance levels. So when you look at a chart, you would look for areas where the price often turned around. So we can see here in the $40,000 area that the price reached it, bounced off, tried to reach it again, bounced off, then eventually it broke through. And then on the other hand, if we move that aside, we can see that especially since May, the $40,000 area served as a resistance. So the price dropped below it, and now since then it's been twice or now the third time that the price tried to break through, which means when the price is below a certain level that often serves as a turnaround or where the price bounces off, it would be a resistance. While the price, however, is above that level, it's a support level. So since we only can buy in StormGain, we would actually preferably trade at support levels. So we would look for a level like, for example, here, where the price often then turned around to the upside. That would be at 35,000 roughly. Although we can also see that in many occasions there have been huge spikes further down before it bounced off, which would likely already cause us to lose our bonus USDT. Still, entering at a level like this is, in my opinion, the smarter move compared to randomly entering the market. However, the problem is we don't know if or when Bitcoin will fall again to 35,000, and we don't have the time to necessarily wait until it happens. So that might not be the best or most suitable strategy to use here. An additional strategy that can be used and is used by many traders is something called trend channels. So you would basically use a channel tool and, for example, take two low points like those two here and then connect them or try to find a high point that basically has as many touching points as possible. So we can see here, when we go a little bit back, that Bitcoin moved within this trend channel with one minor breakout here since basically October 2020, and only then eventually broke through the trend channel. Now with trend channels like this, you would try basically to sell and close your position at the top of the channel, so when the price touches this line, but buy and open new positions at the bottom of the channel, or alternatively also at the median of that channel, to basically, when it hits the median you buy, or when it hits the bottom you buy, and then when it hits the top of the channel you sell and close your position again. Now as we can see, eventually, no matter which trend channel you're drawing, eventually the price will break out from a channel. So sometimes it will happen that you would buy here and it doesn't go up to the next line in the channel, but it actually will go like this and you lose. But that's not really important, because there is no trading strategy that is 100% accurate, so where you're able with 100% accuracy to predict what's going to happen. But the tools that I'm sharing with you are just simple tools that you can use to get some kind of advantage. So to not blindly enter the market, but to at least have a small edge or a higher chance that you are right. Now again, on the daily time frame, that will not do as much because we're trading with leverage with very small amounts. So we will actually have to look at smaller time frames, like for example the 15-minute time frame, or maybe even the 5-minute time frame. Now if we look here, we can also see that we have a support level roughly on the 38,400 level. So we see that the price bounced here, it broke through here, but then also recovered quickly, and then here again, which means opening a position right now where we are slightly above that level has a higher chance of succeeding. There is a higher chance that if the price turns around, it goes to that level and bounces off again, or that the price already will go further up. So there is a chance that from here it basically bounces off and goes up again, maybe to 40,000. Maybe it breaks through, but likely if we look here, we see that 40,000 first served as a strong support, so it bounced off of 40,000 very often, then it broke through, and since then it has not been able to break through the 40,000 line again. And with that all out of the way, we're gonna go back to StormGain, and there we're actually gonna open a position. Now in this case, I'm just gonna play it safe, and I'm not gonna risk the entire 46 USDT, but I'm actually gonna start with, let's say, 15 USDT, 5 times leverage, and no take profit for now, and all I have to do is basically click the buy button. And we can then see that the new position opened here, and it says 5 times leverage times 15 USDT. And you can also see, we're gonna zoom in here to the 1 minute or even 1 minute time frame, or 1 second time frame to make it more interesting. And you can see with every change of the line here, so depending on how the price moves, if it goes down, that I start to lose USDT, and once that reaches minus 15, it would close the position. And if the price goes up, it will actually start increase my profit here, and I would actually start to make profit that I will be eventually able to withdraw. Now, since this is a little bit tedious here, I'm actually gonna fast forward this for a couple of minutes. Now, one thing to point out here, if you don't risk all your money at once, you can actually click on your position and then increase the position if you want to, which means it adds additional money to the position. Now that makes sense, or could make sense, in two different cases. First of all, you still have money left, which means you could add additional funds when the price moves against you so that your position doesn't get closed but it stays open, which means if the price keeps falling, you will lose more of your bonus USDT, but if the price turns around, you actually might still end up with a profit. And second of all, if the price suddenly starts to move upwards strongly, you could add additional funds to increase your profit as well. Last but not least, within the position details, you're also able to either add, change, or remove your take profit and stop loss levels. And you can also enable the auto increase feature, which, like the tooltip explains, would, if you have additional balance, automatically add additional funds to your position once your position reaches minus 50%. So in order to prevent your position from closing, it would just add more money to it. Now you can use that to basically automatically be on the safe side, but it also means that if you get it wrong, you enter and then the price starts falling, that you risk to lose more of your USDT bonus balance. So again, this is completely up to you. So as we can see now, roughly, I don't know, like a minute or so after I opened the position, the price slightly increased above the level where I bought it, and it shows us that we have like 0.0009 or now 0.0054 USDT in profit. So if I were to close this trade right now, which I'm actually going to do just to show you, so confirm that I want to close it, then I actually would be able to see my profit, or like in this case, because the price moved against me in the last second, see a small loss of 0.0049 USDT. And that's pretty much how it works. So you will have to find the right entries, open positions with your bonus USDT, and basically get it right. So make profits with your trading and then reach the minimum withdrawal amount, and you will be able to withdraw those funds from StormGain. So while StormGain is in some way a method to earn free money by pressing a button every couple of hours to basically receive your free USDT bonus balance, it still requires a little bit of skill and or luck to then turn that bonus balance into real USDT that you are able to withdraw, and it likely will take you at least a few months to accumulate enough USDT from the mining to basically also reach the minimum withdrawal amounts, so you can then actually use those funds, withdraw it to your wallet, exchange them to real US dollars, euro, or whichever other currency, and then actually benefit from those funds. So just like I mentioned earlier in this video, StormGain is nothing for people that want to make money instantly with no effort. And to be honest, there's no such thing like making money instantly with no effort. It's for people that understand that if you invest time and you're consistent and you're willing to learn a few new things, you will actually be able to get a payoff for the effort that you put into StormGain or into anything else for that matter. Personally, I also only now basically reached for the second time the amount that I can withdraw, although this time the amount was higher because I waited for a longer period of time. In the end, I still wasn't able to withdraw funds either, because in the end, with the few positions that I opened so far, I also got it wrong and lost the bonus balance. But that doesn't mean that I will not continue pressing the mining button every couple of hours during the day when I'm anyway in front of the computer or have my phone with me. And eventually I know that I will get it right and that Bitcoin price will increase while I have a position open. And if I then look at a profit that I can withdraw, that's great. And if not, well, I didn't lose a lot besides a few seconds of my time. If or when, however, I'll reach the minimum amount to withdraw at StormGain, I'll be sure to record another video to also provide you with payment proof and the steps for the withdrawal process. With that, I wish you the best of luck, not only with pressing the button, because that's kind of easy, but with then actually trading with your USDT bonus balance, and hope that you have more luck than I had with my first 2 attempts so far and are able to withdraw funds from StormGain sooner. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever, don't forget you can always also join our Discord community. Link to that is also in the description and the first pinned comment down below, or just leave a comment below the video. See you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.